Alright, in this video we're going to learn how to factor polynomials. Now if you've been following the videos that I'm doing, you're going to find that this is nothing but the reverse of what we were just doing. Let me show you how to do this. Let's take an example like this. 3x to the third minus 6x squared plus 12x. Now if I get ahead of you and you're trying to catch up, pause the video, write down what I've been doing, then keep playing. So if I get too far ahead or I go too fast, slow it down, back it up, and let's do it again. Factoring. This word right here is a major word when you start seeing questions on the tax test. Factoring means there's something inside that you can take out. So for example, you've seen it like this in math. If you had 8 over 12, well, there's a number that's in both of these, and I can see pretty quickly there's a 2 inside both of them. But I also see that there's a 4 inside of both of them. If I took out a 4 out of this one, well, this is 4 times 2, and this is 4 times 3. I take the 4 out of both of them, what's left? The answer is 2/3. That's factoring, or sometimes called reducing. Well, that's what we're going to do in these. Look for something that's inside that you can take out. Well, if I look at all 3 of these, I see that the number 3 is in there, and in there, and in there. So I'm going to take out a 3. Is there anything else I can see? Well, I see x to the third, x to the second, and x. Well, at least I can see that every one of them has an x. So what we're going to do is, let's see what's left. If I take a 3 and one x out, what do I have left? All I have left is x squared. How did I get that? Well, here's a short way. 3x to the third really means 3xxx. They're all multiplied times each other. So if I take out a 3 and an x, I have x squared. That's how I got that. So let's take a 3 out of this. So I'm basically taking -6 divided by 3. That's -2. I can do that math. X squared, and I'm going to take out an x. All that would be left is 1x. Basically, it's subtraction. If I take 3 minus 1x, I have 2 left. If I have 2 minus 1x, I have 1 left. That's pretty easy. 12. Okay, I'm going to take a 3 out. 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to take a 4 and an x out. Well, then I don't have anything left because there's only 1 x there. Now here's the interesting part. This is one of the things in math that you can actually check your work. If you remember from the last lesson, when you multiply, you're going to take this and multiply everybody. You should be able to get your answer back. So let's hide that for a second, and let's see what we get. 3x times x squared. 3x, add the powers together, 1 and 2, 3x cubed. 3 times -2 is -6. X times x is x squared. Remember, you add the values together, 1 and 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12, x to the first. Those are exactly the same. That means I must have factored this right. So I can actually reverse it. If I can get the answer back that I started with, then I know I got the answer right. Let's try one more of those. Just takes a little practice. X squared minus 5x minus 6. Now, when you look at this one looks completely different. There's not a number that comes out of all of them, and there's not an x in all of them. Okay, so how do you factor this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what things could I have multiplied together that would have given me this. Alright, let's try x times x. Well, we said a while ago that x times x is x squared, so if I had an x here and an x here, when I went to multiply them together, I'd get the x squared. Okay, what gives me 6? Well, 3 and 2 give me 6. Now, the trick with this is this charge. You may have to listen to this part twice to get it. If it is a negative, you're going to have different signs that you're going to use. If it's a positive, you're going to use the same sign. Now, what do I mean by negative. Okay, if this is a negative, I'm going to use different signs. What does that mean? Different signs mean you're going to use a plus and a minus. If it says same sign, you're going to either have a plus and a plus or a minus and a minus, but they have to match. Okay, so how can we make that work? Well, the minus means they're going to be different signs. So one's a plus and one's a minus. So we have to check our work, see if we got it. All right, let's reverse our work. This is x squared. And this one and this one is 3x. This one and this one is minus 2x. This one and this is minus 6. I see the x squared. I see the minus 6. Plus 3x minus 2x is plus 1x. Is that what I started with? No. So that must not be the answer. You don't always get it right the first time. So let's try again. Okay, 3 and 2 didn't work. What else makes 6? Oh yes, 6 and 1. 6 and 1. Now it's a minus sign. So the minus, I have to use opposite signs. Plus, minus. Alright, check my work. This times this, x squared. Alright, I'm doing good. This times this is plus 6x. Minus 1 and x is minus 1x. And this is minus 6. So I see the x squared. I see the minus 6. Put those together. Plus 6 minus 1 is plus 5x. Is that it? Oh, it's plus 5. It should have been minus 5. How do I fix that? Oh, I just had the signs in the wrong place. So let's check our work real quick. X and x is x squared. Minus 6x. Ah, this is going to fix it. Plus 1x minus 6. So when you put them together, you get x squared minus 5x minus 6. This is how you factor. Now the thing about factoring is, and I made these mistakes on purpose, you have to use trial and error. You can't give up. You have to use trial and error. Let's try one more, and then I'll have you try some on your own. It just takes practice. How about one like this? Y squared plus 5y plus 6. Let's factor that. Is there a number that can come out of all of them? No. Is there a y in all of them? No. So that means we're going to factor into what are the polynomials or monomials that would give me that. Well, y squared is y times y. That one's pretty easy. First thing I want to look at, plus sign. What did that mean a while ago? We just wrote it down. Plus means they're going to have the same sign. And if they're going to have the same sign, it's probably going to be that one. So they're both going to be plus. Now what things give me 6? Well, 3 and 2 give me 6. Let's try that. Checking my work. Y squared plus 3y is this one plus 2y plus 6. So that's y squared, 3y and 2y is 5y plus 6. Did I get my answer back? Yes. Then this is my answer. We got it right the first time. Sometimes when you work them, you'll get them right the very first time. Sometimes you won't. The big hint that I'm going to give you is this. Be careful with your signs. It's real easy sometimes in here to get mixed up and put the wrong answer because you want it to be that answer. Be careful. In the next video, you're going to try some on your own, and then I'll give you the answer, and you can see if you're factoring correctly. This section was called Factoring Polynomials. See you in the next video.